So let's start with the new project. Start a new Android project. Yes, we want to stick to that empty one. And now we will talk about user input, and we will talk about the card view. Okay, so it's inside a weak fine. That's okay. Finish. So again, we have that. Let me delete that particular specific text view which is already there. We are working with the constraint layout. Open that particular previewer, close that particular project files. So we have the input, added text. Okay, again we say wrap content. We can put the text over there, but actually here we are more interested to put some hint over there. For example, enter your name. So that will give the idea to the user that what specific information he or she need to be put into that particular specific input field. And then we have input type. Here you can see if I don't give anything, then by default I think it is text, and if it is text, passwords, date and time, date, none, number, decimal, phone. So you can see that based on that particular input type, it will show you a different keyboard or the input. For example, if I say that I want to have a number here, and then of course we need to put some constraints here. If I don't put the constraints, that's fine, keep it like that. I put an ID here so that next time I can put it's an ed1 added text, et1 added text 1, and then I am going to use different type of, for example, I say that instead of the number, okay, here you can say that it is a number one, this is a text, I say text, okay, and this is an et2, and we can say that we have a constraint that top to the bottom of constraint top to the bottom of et1. Okay, so it's going to below that one, so I will just try to keep that constraint with me. This is et3, change that particular id, change the type. For example, I say that okay, so let me see that input type. So we have text password. Okay, so here I'm saying a text password. We can also have that other text. We look text email address, text cap words, and so on. We have the numbers, number decimal, number password. So we can say that it's a number password. It's an et4. Okay, and then we can have different types of et5, and then I can say that it is number decimal. Okay, we also need to put everything is underscore et1. Here it will go underscore et2, this one will go underscore et3, this one will go underscore under the et4. Okay, and then we also have this number signed, and that will undergo under the et5, and then of course we need to give them different names. So one more thing, I say that text, autocomplete, autocorrect, cap words, email address. So we have long list, like I said, okay, let's multi-line. Multi-line, okay, and then that should go under the ET6. Okay, let me make that particular height is equal to 100 dp and see how it goes. Okay, so let me run that particular application, and I don't want to use this one every time. I want to use the same one. And where is my, here it is. So let's, so if I click on this one, look, it show me a different, even if I say 9 point, it does not allow me to enter that one. The reason that it's only a number. If I show text, it will show me a different keyboard layout. If I say text password and give this one, so look at that, it is hiding that particular password from us. If here, it is not going to hide itself. Okay, what's happened? Yeah, so here this one is number password, so I can have that password, but only the numbers are there. And then I have number decimal, so here I can put the 8.5 number signed. Okay, let me show you there that if I try to put a negative sign here, it does not allow me. And here if I say negative 8 point, does it allow me? No, even it does not allow me to put a point here. Negative sign is there, but only the full complete number can be put it over there. Here if I just give something here, enter, I can multiple lines I can give as an input. So it's a multi-line input field. Okay, so these are the different types of, based on that particular type of that input, it is going to change that particular keyboard, so that the user does not have, for example, user want to enter the numbers, and for example your phone number, only the plus sign and the numbers are should be allowed over there. Okay, so why we need to show that the user this kind of a keyboard? So according to the input that we are expecting from the user, we can change the input keyboard, so that it will actually make the life of the users much more easier, and he can quickly give the input. Otherwise he will he need to if we are showing the full keyboard, then he need to find what that specific input he want to give, and then he if he wants the numbers, then he has to go into that particular situation, and then he will give the values. So to make the life easier for our users, we are trying to give. Okay, so that these are the different type of the inputs. The other thing that we want to discuss in this session is the card view. And what is the card view? Again, I think that we can cover it here. So if I just try to go into the design view, of course we have a specific way we can go into that particular specific gradle layout, and then we need to add the dependencies. If we look at that, we have the app compat constraint layout. This is more kind of a test implementation. So only these two, these dependencies are there. Fine, but card view dependency is not there. We can simply find that particular dependency here and put it over there, the latest one which is matched with our version 28. Fine. If it is not, then we also have the other way to add that thing. For example, if we don't have a card view here, we can search card. So look at that, when I just write card view, it is showing me that particular button. When I click on that, it says that add the project dependency. And what is that dependency? com.android.sport CardView version 7, and after that it will be 28. That's the version number, the API level that we are using it. So if I just click OK, and if I look at my Gradle file, so if we look at that, it has this thing. it automatically adds the things. Or you can simply have this particular specific information like com.android.sport.cardviews-version 7 28.0.0, exactly the same. If you put that particular line, automatically it will install that particular card view, and later on you can use that particular card view inside your look, it show me that particular card view. I say that match parent and wrap content, and this is again a view, and just like our scroll view, we can have only one elements here inside it. Yes, we can have a layout, and inside the layout we have multiple elements, no problem, that's fine. Similarly, in the card view, we also need to have what we need to have one layout. For the simplicity, I'm trying to use the linear layout. I say wrap content, and then I'm saying that I can put something here. And what is that? Before we can go into that one, let me show you some properties. For example, we have a card background color, card elevation, card corner radius. That will make it a little bit rounder on the edges. So if I say that background color, we can select like this one. And the other thing is we need to put some constraints over here because we are in the constraint layout. That should be going what you can say that I top to the parent, I am putting bottom to the parent, and I'm also saying that top to the bottom of ET7. So it should go that particular last edit text. Okay, and I think we are making it the match parent, the width, so we don't need to maybe we can put margins 10 dp, so that's fine. So we can put the background color. Right now there is nothing inside, so that's why it's not visible, but once you will see that it is there. We can say that card corner radius, if I say 20 dp, and card elevation, it will just show you visually, it will affect that that particular card is above, I mean it's a little bit raised from that particular screen, so it will give you a 3D effect. So maybe I can put some 10 dp here. Okay, what else? So background color, card radius, corner radius, and elevation, these are the things that here we can say that image view, wrap content, and here we can say this source is, again we don't have anything right now, so let me again add that particular drawable assets here, drawable vector assets, whatever. Okay, let me close it down first, and then we can add that particular vector asset. We can select something, whatever that, raining outside, so let's have a umbrella, make it a little bit bigger so that we can have a little bit bigger size of that one. Change the color. We can see that this particular color is whatever, I mean, let's have something like this. Okay, so we are putting that particular color, so it is more color not, and then the size is 100. We say next. Yep, we want to tag one, so here we can say that I want, so we have that particular 100 color, so you can see that that particular specific, so the card background color. Okay, so wrap content, fine. Okay, anyway, let's see. it should be below top to the bottom of ID, and we are putting, so why it is not going below that one? Maybe I can say that top to the top of, I remove this thing here, okay, so it is trying to go below this one, and then it is pulling towards that bottom, so that's why it is centered between the space between this particular bottom and the bottom of the parent. Okay, fine. Maybe I can put another, this is a horizontal one, maybe I can put another text view wrap content, and then we say that text is equal to my text in card. Okay, so I mean, as you know that you can see that this is going there, so maybe I can put the gravity here, center, so it is going there, so that's fine. And I also put the gravity here. No, there is no layout gravity. No, in the card view we don't have the gravity layout, so it is actually like that. But why it is not changing my color? Background accent. Okay, we have this 25 dp, fine. So let me run this thing and see how it goes. Look at that. Again, it is not showing me that particular color because it is a background color. I think it's a it is the card background color accent. Let me like that and run this particular application again. So you can see that now it is like more visible, huh? Yeah, so look at that, it's like round colors, so we have that particular specific way. So we have, I suppose, wow, yeah, it's coming up. So let me go back to this one. So we have different edit text that we have seen. So we have different weight, time, date, number, and so on. We can select the input. Where is the input? There is no. That's an input type that you are selecting. And then we talk about the card view. I have shown you the card view, how we can do that. But of course, if you want to develop something like this, then it's a card view. So actually, we are showing an image. On that particular image, we are showing the text, and then below that we again have some text, and then we have some buttons. What we can say that the background or the borderless buttons in which we are showing some colored text over there. Okay, so you know that how to do. So that's actually a one card view. Inside we have a layout that we are showing up, and then we have the next which has the same. Okay, if you want to show something like this, again every component here, it's actually a card view. Okay, we also have this card view to show the images inside our gallery. So all these things, as I told you, that how you can enable, you can search the card view in our design view layout, click on that particular specific button, and then it will show you something like that. You want to add that particular specific dependency in your Gradle file. If you click on OK, when you click on OK, then you will can use that particular card view inside your layout. And these are the main properties. So for example, that card background color, card corner radius, card elevation, maximum elevation that you want to fix, that not more than that. Okay, the content padding inside the card view. If we have the contents, this white space between the corner of the card and the text or the contents, that are like here in the example we have the contents, which is actually a linear layout. So we want to put clickable I mean, if we click on that particular card, if you want to perform some specific action, then you can do that. Again, it's totally depend that you want to have the click event on the complete card, or you want to have a click event on a specific object inside the card. We can implement both of them. Okay, if you are implementing the click event on the card view itself, then wherever in that card you will click, you will run that particular specific, or within the objects that we have. Once in the next session, in the next tomorrow actually, when we will talk about the event driven programming, how we can handle those events inside the Android, we will see that how we can implement that click event. But right now we can have those. So this is again a layout in which I am showing you image view, and inside the image view we also have two text views. Again, that's more complex instead of the simple. So we have image, and then we have another layout which is showing two different text boxes. So that is our card view. Okay, so that is our, let's close our video. We can use the card view to develop different advanced